In this video, we're going to look at 3 moderately difficult exercises for strengthening the lateral hip stabilizers. The first exercise is the modified clam. With the patient in a side-lying position, the hip and knee flexed to 90 degrees, the patient should begin by abducting their hip and then performing an internal and external rotation of the hip joint. It can be helpful to cue this movement by stabilizing the hip and placing your hand over the anterior knee. This exercise can be made more difficult by removing the movement cues and adding in extension of the hip, which, as you can see, has immediately become more difficult. And relax. Next, a simple lunge exercise provides a suitable challenge for the lateral hip stabilizers. The banded squat exercise is a great exercise for lower limb strengthening, which also adds some extra resistance into abduction. To perform the exercise, begin with the feet slightly wider than shoulder width apart and instruct them to squat down, flexing their knees and hips whilst pushing out against the band into abduction. The knees should be in line with the toes, and they should be instructed to try to avoid the knees going over their toes so that you encourage them to sit back into the squat rather than kneel forwards. The squat position can be held, and then an abduction and adduction movement can be performed, which can be significantly challenging for the lateral hip abductors. From half range, you can also perform a lateral abduction movement, also known as the crab walk. Again, this provides a significant challenge for the lateral stabilizers of the hips.